I got friends that I know that I'm only gonna hear from in a time of need. I got friends that hit me up when it's been a long time they ain't heard from me. I got friends that will just be cool if I make that call and tell him it's peak. If he puts you on a shirt, he did it for me, it's a loyalty. I got friends that won't go anywhere else, she calls me the TBE. I got friends that I call my G, couple day ones with me. I got friends that started out like that, but she turned into a queen. Back in the palace ain't where you find my royalty.
Finna black out, max out.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Kaden, and I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's the commissioner, $1 Bill.
And this is G. What's good?
All right, you know what we're starting.
Yeah, sure.
We're starting with the decision heard round the world. And when I say round the world, I mean round the world for real. The question we're asking is, was Mikaela Mayer robbed? She lost a split decision to Natasha Jonas in Liverpool. And, you know, although they're trying to convince the public that Natasha Jonas won in spectacular fashion, it doesn't seem like people are buying it. Here is Sky Boxing, their Twitter account. And as you can see, they wrote, and still Natasha Jonas defeats Mikaela Mayer on split decision, right? Here's a picture of Natasha Jonas. They declare her the winner. But when you look at the comments, it says, love Natasha, but this is why people, including myself, prefer UFC now. Was always a boxing fan. Too many poor decisions like this fight wasn't even close. Let's be honest. Another Twitter user says, boxing has to be the most corrupt sport in the world. At Mikaela Mayer was robbed. There has to be a rematch. And as you can see, 710 people liked this comment. 29,000 people reviewed it. 100 and so, like, when I say the boxing world is all in agreement, here's another one. Rigged to death. In my eyes, Mayer won. Simple. That's the last boxing match I will watch. And you see 122 people like the post. All right. Stevie Wonder could have scored that fight better. Disgrace. Like, I'm waiting to find a positive one. Nah, sorry, but just no. Now, let's see if we can find. Wonder if this result will be the same outside of Liverpool. How on earth did Natasha Jonas win? Mikaela won quite clearly, and the only correct scoring was 97-93. Mikaela, you're the champion, and I don't listen to the judges. I score myself. Well done. That's probably we'll end it there. You can go through. Listen, I'm telling you, I went through the entire internet, and this is the first time I've seen about 95% of the people in agreement, and the other 5% are from the UK, and they're just happy to see, I guess, a UK fighter beat an American. All right, I'm gonna turn it over. I don't even know who I should go to first on this. I'm gonna go to $1 Bill. Trill.
You got to go to the commissioner. You got to go to the commissioner first.
That's only right on this one.
It's only right. This was disgusting. This is disgusting. I don't care where you're from in the world. But this is disgusting. Let's have some integrity. Mm-hmm. Y'all know who won this fight. 8-2. That's how I had it. It was clear.
Yep.
Ray Charles can see who won this fight. It was a great fight. Don't get me wrong. It was a great fight. But we know who was winning that fight. I was disgusted. I was so disgusted. I wanted to take down Buckingham Palace yesterday.
Don't do that now.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Let's go too far. But, you know what I'm saying?
Listen to that when I'm running.
Yeah, I was disappointed. There's no way. Even Jonas knows she didn't win. You can just see by their faces at the end of the fight who won that fight. Like G said earlier, man, when we was kicking it, Mikaela, and I call her Kayla. Kayla was on the way to the club. It looked like she was on the way to the club. You know what I'm saying? Like she was heading to the club. She just had to throw some lip gloss on. You know what I'm saying? Homegirl looked like she was headed to the ER. Even in that picture that they showed of her saying, oh, in the winter, you know, Sky put her in the winter. That picture looked like she was crying. because she knew she didn't win. She got whooped. Talk about a dog walk. If Jonas won, then Deontay Wilder beat Joseph Parker in Saudi Arabia. Y'all done robbed Wilder. If y'all are saying that Jonas won, then y'all done robbed Wilder. Give Wilder a shot at AJ. If any of y'all agree that she won, then don't talk to me no more. We can't have no we can't have a conversation. We can't have a conversation. That means your integrity is not there. Shout out to the few people in the UK that I seen that was actually booing.
You talking about the ones that were booing the national anthem?
No, not the ones that was booing the national anthem.
They probably were booing the national anthem too.
Yeah, they were booing the national anthem. That's what they said. G, my man, G last night, he said, "Hey, what do you expect, Tro? They were booing the national anthem. You should have knew.
That's a fact.
You should have knew who was coming." You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, this is not my homies. Not my homies. Y'all cannot agree. Now, my guys there's none of y'all can agree that Kayla deserved to lose last night. There's nobody. I don't care who you are. We're not in agreement at nothing. I know what I seen last night. And that wasn't it. Usually we have joints where, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it was a close fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't call that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the first one to be like, nah, y'all bugging, always call us son of robber. We did a whole set on how we be like, y'all be bugging when y'all be trying to claim everything's a robbery. I'm not one of those people that think a close fight is a robbery. This wasn't close. This was a great fight, but it wasn't close. She was walking her down. She was hurting her. She made her knees buckle a couple times. She did everything but knock her out. And shout out to Kayla for being classy. She didn't cry. Even though I know she's gutted. Because to me, this is the second time the UK got it wrong with her. I don't know who she's rubbing wrong over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she did to somebody over there. Don't go over there and fight no more. They don't like you over there, and it's clear. It's clear. Like, this was bad. This was bad. And listen, forget a rematch. The homegirl Jonas don't want no rematch. Even if Mikaela was going to get this and it was a rematch clause, she would have been like, nah, I'm cool.
Nah, true. You remember? She said, it's looking like this is going to be my last year boxing. I was like, yep, she out of here, dog.
Real.
She out of here.
She got whooped. And y'all did that to that girl. Y'all, man, that's bad, man. For a young fighter, that's bad. Y'all are horrible. And anybody's saying that she lost, that Kayla lost to Jordan, you're horrible too. And you're the reason why this sport, it gets the trashy reviews that it get. Mm-hmm. All the trash that come, everybody that talk bad, you're the reason why. Mm-hmm. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going to say too much, but you know what I'm saying? I was about to start using some bad language, and this is a
You're professional. You're professional. All right, go ahead, G.
All right, there's so much to cover, so I'm not gonna try to repeat what Trill was saying. So I'm gonna go at a different angle. First, I want to complain about my man Timothy Bradley. Now, Timothy, honestly, he's my favorite commentator on Top Rank.
Stop it.
I'm serious. But last night was disgusting. I have to be real. Like, when we were texting each other, y'all were like hating on Tim. I was about to come to his defense. Like, nah, man, Tim's the man. And then I forgot what round it was. I'm watching Mikaela put hands and feet on Shorty. violating her. And only thing you hear Timothy talking about is, oh, look at that counter from Jonas. Oh, look at this. I'm like, yo, fam, what fight you watching, dog? You know what I'm
While
saying?
he's saying, look at that counter for Jonas's head going back from a right hand.
I was like, yo, this is different, yo. And I'm like, because with the judges, I always feel the judges, they hear the audience going crazy, so they probably just go like, whatever, I'm going with what the audience is doing, right? So, you know, that my Mikaela, I'm telling you, I would have known, yo, I have to knock Shorty out from once they walked in and they had that Shorty singing both national anthems, but the audience is booing the U.S. anthem. I was like, yo, you know what you got to do? You got to violate sis.
Nah, G, you put us on game. You would have known what it was from the moment they allowed Jonas to wear her cup to her bra.
Yo, you're right. Yo, she got her cup all the way up, protecting her ribcage. Come on, son. Talking about, yo, I gotta wear it because I'm thick. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I gotta wear the men's cup because I'm thick.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, that excuse is horrible, man. But I'll say this. Like, I don't want to be as harsh as Trill. Because I think Trill was too harsh with the Wilder comparison. This fight was entertaining, you know, like Jonas was trying. She just, you know, she fell short, you know. And so, and you know me, I picked Jonas. I wanted Jonas to win, but I have to be honest with myself. After the first round, Mikaela was the one pressing the action the entire fight. Go, like, every time she hit to the body or to the face, you seen it. And it's like, there was times when Jonas did all right with counters, right? She had a couple of hooks that landed. That was like, oh, okay. But for every, like, hook or, like, a straight punch that she landed, she's taking, like, 3. So I'm just like, I don't know what these judges are seeing, you know? So I scored it, and my scores, you know, as for those that watch this show, you know, I take liberal chances when I score. I have 97-94 for Mikaela. I gave Natasha the first round. I gave her the third round. I gave her the 8th round. And for the 5th round, I gave both ladies a 10-10 round, only because it was like the first half was one fighter, the second half was all the other fighter. And I'm just like, for a 2-minute fight, like, how do you score that? Like, you know, so I was just like, I'll give it a 10-10. It was a great round. So then, obviously, that leaves with Mikaela with all the other rounds. So I'm like, how did she lose? You know, so I was just like, all right, you're in foreign land. The audience hates your guts. They're booing the national anthem. And you got commentators that are also American rooting the other fighter. The fix was in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and it's unfortunate because, you know, Jonas afterwards at the end of the fight was like, it's looking like I'm going to retire this year. We don't have a rematch clause. All right, you know what I mean? I was just like, damn, you know what I mean? So it's like, clearly they did Mikaela so dirty. You know, Mikaela looked like, and it what Trill brought up earlier, when I was like, yo, Mikaela, like, she's like no marks on her face, no bruises, no nothing. She could go to the club right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Jonas literally looked like she needed milk. You know what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate, man. And this is probably the first quote unquote robbery where we all agree. Like, because normally it'd be one of us that like, nah, that wasn't a robbery.
Yeah.
This is the first time
Haney Lomachenko.
Exactly.
Katie Taylor, Mirna Serrano.
I'm telling
Taylor,
you,
Chantel Cameron.
This is the first time it's just a unanimous vote. We're all like, nah, bro, what is going on here? You know, so man, I just feel bad for homegirl, man. But you know, you the people's champ. I'll say that. You the people's champ. But these are the reasons, like one of the comments that you read, it's decisions like this that force a lot of people out of boxing. So, you know, they got to get it together, man. The commission got to do something about that.
Check it out. I don't think Trill was too hard. I think Trill was very tamed.
I'm just saying in comparison to the Wilder. I thought Wilder's performance.
I think he was right. I'm going to jump into it right now. Yo,
You know how that Wilder victory was clear?
Yeah.
So was this one.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was just saying, you know, Wilder wasn't trying. Jonas was trying, but she was just getting.
Listen. If you watch this show, you know I keep it $150. I don't hedge. I don't sugarcoat, which happens in boxing, right? Like, I've even seen it with this fight. I've seen some people who have large fan bases. They don't want to call it a flat out robbery. So here's how they do it. They say, oh, it was a close fight that could have gone either way, but I think Mikaela Mayer nicked it. Right? They don't really want to ruffle any feathers. They don't want to ruffle their base. So they're saying that. Then you have the people who would be like, oh, you know, it was close, but I thought Mikaela won by like 3 rounds. They're really saying it was a clear victory for Mikaela, but they don't want to say it was extremely dominant because they don't want to ruffle their fan base feathers. Well, if you know anything about me, I don't give a damn about none of that. If you know me, you know I'm going to tell you the real. And you know if you come in this comment section at me, you better come correct because I will eat the you in there too. I don't play these games. So with that being said, I'm going to keep it $150. Watching that fight reminded me of a song from this movie Hustle and Flow. That's what I was watching. I was watching Mikaela Mayer.
Whoop that trick.
That's what I saw. That's what I saw. And y'all can sit there and try to, but before I even get there, I want to bring this to you in an order because I realize a lot of hypocrisy in how Americans are held to a certain standard, but UK fighters and fans are not. So let's start with the national anthem. They straight booed the national anthem.
Crazy.
And when I called out how classless that was on Twitter, someone said, oh, that's what they do in Liverpool. They boo everything. Then they booed God Save the King. So people acted like that made it all right. It's not all right. Just because they're doing disrespectful things on both sides. It's ignorant. And you want to excuse the ignorance. I noticed that when ignorance comes from the UK, we're just supposed to let it rock. I actually met someone who, you know, I agreed to do this show, and I had to listen to this dude trash Americans and disrespect Americans, but I don't even get into it because when you're dealing with someone like that, right? If you buckle down and you actually get into it with them, only thing you're gonna do is feed into the stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like I really don't care enough about someone's opinion of Americans. But if Americans booed people's national anthems, can you imagine what they would say about us? Say what you want about Americans, but I've never been in an arena where America booed anyone's national anthem. And I remember Trill and I, we went to Ricky Hatton's fight back when he fought in Boston. He fought Luis Collazo in Boston. We were at that fight. We met the great Mickey Ward at that fight. No one booed Ricky. Ricky got mad love in Boston. I remember when he fought Floyd Mayweather and they sung the national anthem. They sung the American national anthem and the fans was booing. And I like Ricky. Like I said, we went to his fight. But once they booed the national anthem, I said, I hope Floyd knocks this dude the hell out. And you know what? Salute to Floyd. He did. It changes the vibe when you do that. Even when you, like, we like Ricky. We paid to see Ricky. We used to root for Ricky. Then he's going to fight Floyd and you're going to boo the national anthem? And then we're just supposed to accept it because, oh, that's what they do in Liverpool. So they're idiots in Liverpool. So we're just supposed to accept that. It's fine that they're morons because they're morons every which way. Nah, you learn simple as a kid. If everyone's jumping off a bridge, are you going to do it? No. So cut that. Oh, they're booing the national anthem and it's cool. Nah, that was bad, bro. Like it made, I ain't gonna lie, it made me feel some way. So from the moment we started watching, I'm like, oh, I want Mikaela to scout this chick. And so there's that. Now let's talk about decisions. I'm one who doesn't care where the fight is from. And my history on this show will prove it. And here's how. Right? Remember, Tyson Fury comes to America and fights Deontay Wilder. He gets a draw with Deontay Wilder. And the world screams robbery. He didn't even get an L. He got a draw. And let's remember, in America, Wilder dropped Tyson Fury twice. Can you imagine? What would the scores have been if Jonas would have dropped Mikaela twice? In America, Wilder drops Tyson Fury twice. Tyson Fury gets up off the deck and still gets a draw. And I come on the show and call it a robbery. Not a robbery, but I come on the show and I say I think Tyson Fury won that fight. Several Americans come out and say we think Tyson Fury won that fight. We demand a rematch because we have integrity. Oh, I saw the fans over in the UK were crying robbery, saying that Tyson Fury should have won. And I agree with you. He should have won. And I didn't celebrate Wilder winning. And I wanted to see Tyson Fury get his justice. Because I have integrity. Because I don't play that game of, oh, he's from America, whatever. I watched Lennox Lewis get robbed against Holyfield. Was robbery. I watched the great robberies of this sport, and I always felt like, yo, that's wrong. Especially when a fighter comes from nowhere. To me, one of the biggest robberies in this sport was Ike Corte versus Oscar De La Hoya. I thought Ike Corte edged it. I know what it would have meant for Ike Corte to get that victory. But there was a big fight to be made with Oscar, and they couldn't let Ike Corte ruin it. So, for me, bad decisions run deep because I didn't just start watching boxing yesterday. I didn't just start watching boxing because I like Anthony Joshua. I didn't just start watching boxing because it was the cool thing to do. I've been watching it my whole life. I've been in the gyms. I've seen what bad decisions do to someone. Which brings me to my next point. If you can celebrate a bad decision, you have no integrity. If you can celebrate a bad decision, you're basically saying F you to boxing. You saw, and it's all over the internet, how boxing fans are reacting to Natasha Jonas getting a victory. Do you think that's a good thing? When 95% of the people feel like the wrong person got the belt and gets to walk around like they're a champion. Regardless of where you're from, you got to think that that's messed up. So now I'm watching this fight, and here's what I see. The first round, Natasha Jonas wins. Natasha Jonas looked faster. She landed the better punches. And I'm thinking, oh, man, Mikaela might be in trouble. But then the second round, Mikaela makes an adjustment. And Mikaela lands the harder punches. I'm like, okay, cool. Then the third round, Natasha Jonas comes out, and she's able to nick that round to me with speed and everything. And I'm thinking, oh, this is about to be a good fight. And from that round on, Mikaela Mayer beat the dog snot out of her. She backed her up, and she landed the harder punches. Whenever they got into an exchange, Jonas had to hold because she couldn't take what was coming. She rocked Jonas. Jonas stayed on the back foot the whole time. And I'm going to give you another robbery that I saw when I was younger. Carl Froch versus Anthony Durrell. I remember I watched Anthony Durrell box Carl Froch's head off, and everyone told me he lost because he was on the back foot. In the UK, they don't like everyone on the back foot. They don't like runners in the UK. Well, how that changed with Natasha Jonas? Natasha Jonas did everything Darrell did, but worse. Got hit much more. You can see that. I think there's a. I remember I used to watch this video because I used to argue this with my dad all the time. My dad thought Froch won. My dad hates runners. My dad thinks if you take one step back, you should automatically lose the round. He's like, put your foot in the tire, fight, and that's how you get it done. You take one step back, you lose. You know what I mean? My dad, he don't play them games with runners. Okay, so to him, Darrell lost. So I used to show him this video. It was called like Robbery in Nottingham, right? And I'll show it to him, be like, come on, man, look at all the clean punches that Darrell's landing on Froch. And he would be like, look at how many steps he's taking back. Like, look at him run. Look at him run. Froch is the one going forward. Froch is the one pressing action. If it wasn't for Froch, there would be no fight. That would be his argument. Not only did Mikaela go forward, she landed the better punches.
She looked like Antonio Margarito when he was cheating.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like bullying in there. At one point, it looked like, you know what I mean? Someone need to go get Natasha's bigger sister to come and fight Mikaela. That's what it looked like. So what are we talking about? Natasha would flurry, but her flurries were desperate attempts to stop the onslaught of Mikaela Mayer. And even at best, you can only give Jonas 3 rounds. You can give her 1, you can give her 3, and you could give her 5, but she lost 5 too, if you want to be real. She won the first half of round 5 and then almost got dropped by the end of it. She got dominated. And at the end of the fight, this isn't always an indicator of who won the fight, like how someone's face looks. But when you look at the power punches that were landed, when you look at what actually happened, when you look at the fact that if they fought 3-minute rounds, Natasha Jonas would have been sparked out on that floor.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And the world knows it. Like, this is why women boxing needs 3-minute rounds. Because Jonas just got away by the skin of her teeth. And really it wasn't by the skin of her teeth. It was by thievery. So let me wrap this up. So I watched the fight and I'm writing. Now, there's a reason why I'm writing this. I'm being blunt. I could play the, tit for tat game. I can play the nice game, but I know that Mikaela Mayer is fighting in Liverpool in Natasha Jonas' backyard, and I need to tell the truth because I have integrity. So I can't play the game. I can't play the, that was a close round, I'm gonna do it. No, I gotta call it for real. Someone gotta call it for real for Mikaela because Timothy Bradley wasn't. So I gotta call it for real. So I tweeted out, and then the fight ends. And we saw Mikaela Mayer get robbed. And when I think of the national anthem, when I think of all that, it had me like, yo, wow. I really thought the UK had more integrity than that. But I'm not dissing the UK because I went on Twitter and I realized most of the UK saw the same fight that I saw. Some of the people from the UK that showed up on my Twitter first were tripping, right? But actual diehard fans of boxing who understand what a robbery does to someone's career, who understands that it's not a laughing matter and it's not a joke, like they were upset. And that's when I realized the UK's on the up and up. It's just some crazy fools, But the UK's on the up and up.
Y'all ain't all bad.
Yeah. So I learned the lesson that I want to share this because I want the UK to learn this lesson. Just like those people who would celebrate a robbery, a clear, decisive victory for someone else, isn't an accurate representation of the majority of the people in the UK. Those idiots from America who act a certain way. Like the ones in the UK who would boo the national anthem, they don't reflect everyone in the UK, right? When you see an idiot from America doing something, they don't reflect everyone from America. Sometimes you got to just judge people for who they are. The content of their character, stuff like that, So I realized that it wasn't the UK celebrating this robbery. The UK felt the same way we did. Liverpool, I guess, is its own thing, its own little, with their delusional. And this really didn't help Natasha Jonas. I've stated on this show plenty of times, Deontay Wilder is an American hype job. Natasha Jonas is the UK hype job. Y'all want to make her into this person, but every tweet that I saw where you try to glorify her on the back of Mikaela Mayer, on that victory from Mikaela Mayer, everyone kept saying she lost, robbery, she's a fraud. Natasha Jonas is a fraud, and y'all can celebrate or you can act like, but the world knows she's lost. And sometimes that's a bad thing, because now when she walks, she's going to walk in shame. It honestly would have been better for you to do the right thing. But now that you did that, she's going to be walking around with a belt, and everyone knows she don't deserve it.
Before we end it, I hear what y'all saying. But to say she's a fraud, that's strong. Because it's like, we don't know if she was in on the fix, right? She's just a fighter. She's a warrior. She went in there, she fought, she almost lost, or technically she lost, but she got the decision. You know what I'm saying? So
you need more sugar?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
I just don't feel like we should label her a fraud because she
is a fraud. Why are you coming to her defense? Want to pull up her box rec? Let's pull up her box rec.
No. I'm saying no. I'm only talking
every time she stepped up in class, bro. She didn't do the job. But she got a split decision draw with Terry Hopper, which you see how the judges do it for her.
On this.
She lost to Katie Taylor. She got in there with Mikaela Mayer and got dominated.
All right. I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Need more sugar, G?
In this fight, I'm just saying. I'm not here to crucify her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
yo, G, I'm not crucifying her. I'm just keeping her $150. Yo, Wilder's a hype job, right? Why is Wilder a hype job? Wilder did better than
her to the same plane.
Better opponents.
Yo, listen.
Nah, G, see, you're doing.
I kind of feel like, listen, I'm not. It's not like I'm coming to her defense, or I kind of am, but I'm just saying that performance was good on both sides. Both ladies fought their hearts out. It's just,
what'd you score the fight again?
97 to
93. That means you had it 7 rounds to 3.
No, my fault. 97 to 94, because I gave the 5th round.
97 94. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you see, what I'm saying is, yeah, she got robbed. Mikaela got robbed. We all agree. But to then like badmouth Jonas, I don't know, man. It's like, yo, it was a good fight. I want them to run it back. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing and run it back.
Run it back.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Who's bad mouthing Jonas?
Yo, I feel like what you're saying.
What I'm saying about Jonas is what I say about Deontay Wilder, what I say about everyone else. If I like I started this off from the beginning, that is what I do. I give my uncut, real critiques on boxing. I do not sugarcoat it, and I do not be like, well, the close fight, it could have gone either way. I don't want people to attack me in the comment section. I want blah, blah, blah. Nah, I tell the truth, bro. Deontay Wilder's an American hype job. Natasha Jonas is a UK hype job.
You know, I do the same thing. I keep it 100.
You getting soft, G. You getting soft, G.
G criticized. Yo, this is the thing about G. G criticized Anthony Joshua, dog, the dude with the best resume in the heavyweight division, but then be like, oh god,
I may criticize him about Jonas, but I ain't never called AJ a fraud. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, are you serious?
I never called AJ a fraud. Bro. Never, ever. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all really need to go. I know y'all said put it in the description box, but I'm not going to do it. You need to watch the old videos that G used to talk trash. I actually got the clips, bro. G, don't make me play some of them right now. I will really play some of them right now.
A fraud.
You know what? All right, hold on. You know what? No, you want to do it, right? You want to do it right now? Nah. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek.
Well, how you do it, Trill? Please like, share, subscribe.
Exactly. Yo, bro, I got the footage. I got all of it. I got it lined up. I'm waiting to drop the nuke. Trust me.
Hey, man.
I'm waiting to drop the nuke.
God bless y'all.
You called AJ a fraud. You said AJ. You said AJ was on the juice. That's why Andy Ruiz didn't want to fight him in Saudi Arabia. You said all types of stuff,
Allegedly.
bro.
Hold on, allegedly.
No, you didn't use allegedly, and you didn't use allegedly.
Hey,
You
yeah,
said all
you
types
always
of
said
stuff.
the views and opinions of G. It's only
Now,
G.
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
So my point is, what you're trying to do is what I take issue with. So you can say that about AJ. I just call you out on it. But when I start speaking my real on Natasha, it's like, oh, I'm trying to diss her or whatever. No, I'm keeping it real, like I do for every other fighter. Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury, the man who's a WBC champion, the man who's a lineal, the man who beat Vladimir Klitschko before everyone else, and he dropped that dude 4 times, and he lost, and he fought Joseph Parker, went 12 rounds with Joseph Parker, lost every round, kind of similar to what happened with Mikaela Mayer and Natasha Jonas, and people call him a fraud and a hype job. Why am I not allowed to say that about Natasha Jonas?
Well, for one, Wilder's performance is nothing like we've ever seen before, but it made sense because Wilder's usually not fighting a top tier challenger. When we finally seen Wilder with a top tier challenger, he wet the bed. You know what I'm saying? In Jonas's point of view, it wasn't like she wet the bed; she just lost. Wilder literally couldn't even land a punch against Joseph Parker. It was like clearly a one-sided fight. It was like he got shut out every round. It wasn't like that with this fight. You know what I'm saying?
What is your definition of wet the bed? Because she lost to Katie Taylor. She has a split decision draw to Terry Harper. And she fought Mikaela Mayer, and she got dominated 8-2 if people are being honest with themselves. But if you want to sugarcoat it, go pour the sugar on it. Deontay Wilder actually fought Tyson Fury 3 times and dropped him 4 times. Deontay Wilder has a draw against the lineal heavyweight champion of the world.
Okay, you see, you keep bringing it back to Tyson Fury. I'm just simply talking about.
I keep bringing it back to reality. The reality is, people call Deontay Wilder a hype job. His opponents were carefully selected, right? And he was able to take care of them. But Deontay Wilder never got the robbery decision that Jonas got. Let's just put you like this, and we can end it like this. If America did Tyson Fury greasy, like they could have done Tyson Fury greasy in that first fight, Deontay Wilder would be known as what they're trying to make Natasha Jonas look like. Natasha Jonas got a robbery victory over Mikaela Mayer that she doesn't deserve, and now they're trying to make her seem like this role model icon. If Jack Reese would have just waved it off and didn't even give Tyson Fury a chance to get up, if the judges in America would have just robbed Tyson Fury the same way they did Mikaela Mayer, we wouldn't even be talking about Fury Usyk right now. That's how much a bad decision can hurt your career. That's how much a bad decision can take away from a fighter. Deontay Wilder is where he is, and Tyson Fury is where he is because America judges were more fair than the judges in the UK. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. If you're going to say that Deontay Wilder is a hype job, you got to call Natasha Jonas a hype job. Because if America would have given Deontay Wilder the victory over Tyson Fury, we would be talking about Deontay Wilder like he's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time.
The only reason why I kind of see what your angle is, but the reason why I disagree is because this claim of Wilder being a hype job has been years in the making. So there's been several fights where people, including yourself, have made that claim against Wilder, right? But it hasn't been officially confirmed until that Joseph Parker fight, where it's like, whoa, even Wilder supporters like myself was like, y'all got that. You see what I'm saying? But with this Jonas situation against Mikaela, it's like, bro, it was still a good fight. So
a one-sided ass whooping. That's what it was, G. And it was officially confirmed that Natasha Jonas isn't as good as they try to hype her up to be. So I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not. What
I'm saying is to label her fraud because of this performance. I think that's too strong. You know,
bro, I labeled her a fraud because she has a title that she shouldn't. Does that not register with you? Do you not understand what I'm saying? She shouldn't be champion, but she walks around with a belt. That's why I said she's a fraud. Does that not make sense to you?
Yeah, but I just feel
Okay,
like
then. So what's the debate?
because I don't know, it has like a negative connotation, like it means like she set this up. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No, are you kidding me? It does. I don't care who set it up. She doesn't have to be a part of it.
She's a
The point
fraud
is,
because
95%
she's
of
walking
the
around
people
with a
think
belt
she
that she
lost and
doesn't
she has the
deserve.
belt.
It's not hers. She knows she didn't win that fight. She know
Bro,
that belt's
I don't
not
even
hers.
understand how this is a debate. If 95% of the people think
hey,
she
I'm not even
lost
trying to
the
make it a
fight,
debate. I'm just saying I wouldn't call her a fraud.
No,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
has a
he's not
title
making it a
that she
debate.
shouldn't
He
have.
just said that you was being mean. That's all he said.
Bro, like I said,
No, man,
yo. I'm keeping a $150. You know me. Everyone knows me. I don't play the sugar game. I don't play the panda game. If I say it, I mean it. I ain't flip-flopping or whatever. I'm keeping it a $150. Jonas is a fraud. She got exposed. She's walking around with a belt that's not hers. She's walking around with Mikaela Mayer's belt. Anytime she gets announced as champion, it is a lie. It is a fraud. Somehow she stayed with the belt. Whether she was in on the fraud or not, she's the beneficiary of the fraud. And she didn't say when they put the mic in her face, oh, I was fortunate to nick that one. She didn't say any of that. So she was complicit with the fraud. She was accessory to the fraud. So don't sit here and try to make it seem like I'm the one being harsh. And for the record, I'm the same one who takes this position with every other fighter in the world. Male, female, transgender, I don't give a damn. I keep the same energy and I keep the same temperament with everyone. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm telling it like it is.
If we don't respect a person who gets their belt emailed, then we're not gonna respect
Thank
a
you.
person who just didn't, you know what I'm saying, win the fight. You know what I'm
I'm the
saying?
same one called Devin email champion. People were cool with me calling Devin email champion. Once I started calling Tim Zoo email champion, I became disrespectful. Then I called Jerome Boots Ennis email champion, and people like it again. Whatever people have issues with, you can't deny that I keep the same energy across the board for everyone. And Natasha Jonas lost. She shouldn't be champion. She has the belt. Makes her a fraud. How makes her overrated. If I'm crazy, I'm crazy.
Y'all let us know in the comment section who y'all think won this fight. Let us know how you feel. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. Yo, man, this was a doozy, man. To me, it was a heartbreaker, man. Buckingham Palace out now, man. Go check it out, man. It's the Boxing Bros. We just get started. Integrity. Have some integrity.